Welcome to a tidy up clean. Guys, we're going to be tidying up this kitchen and getting it organized and just cleaned up for the day. This is a typical what it looks like after daycare has been ran throughout the day and just all of the things. We have over 7 children that are in our home daily, plus my 2 teenagers and my husband and myself, and it just becomes a mess. So every single day I have to come in here and tidy up. So let's do this very quiet, very relaxing clean.
In spring, rainbow trout and hummingbird wing, golden, I follow my golden, golden things, gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, gold, I follow gold, golden things. Walk up the river, back my sand. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I follow the golden.
So while I have you right here, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I love the most, and that is my Heavenly Father. And some of you who may be listening to this may or may not be a believer, and that is okay. What I believe and what you believe it's okay. It's okay for us to have disagreements and us to believe in different things. But I did want to explain to you why I've chosen God and why I know that there is a God. And that is through relationship. So whenever I was a very, very young girl, I was always introduced to an Abba Father. And I just remember always knowing that, growing up, that's how my parents were. And my parents were pastors and, I just grew up in the church. And so that's just how it always was. But whenever I was about 17 years old, I haven't had an encounter with God for myself. So this actually happened at an event that we went to. I think it was called Acquire the Fire. I could be wrong about that, but it was a conference for youth whenever I was really young. And we went and they were actually talking about that. They were talking about, having a relationship with God and it not being because your parents did or because your grandmother or, a friend of yours did or whatever, but it was about relationship that you could have with God and you could experience Him for yourself. And this is something that I never had thought of until that very moment. And so at that conference, I actually had asked the Father to begin to show me who He was and to, develop a relationship with Him for myself. And boy, did He show up. it was this experience that I was able to have with him that there's no words to describe. And throughout my lifetime, there has been so many moments where he has showed up in so many ways, in miraculous ways, but then also in just very personal, meaningful ways to me. So I do have quite a few stories, but I'm going to share a very short story with you, and that is this right here. So my husband's uncle, who was a very amazing man and touched many people's lives, he actually passed away, and we went to his funeral. And there was this big, beautiful plant with all of these big, beautiful yellow roses inside of this plant. And I remember thinking to myself, man, it would be so amazing to have one of those roses. They're so beautiful. I never vocalized this to anyone. And then when we went to the burial, the wife of my husband's uncle was actually passing out these roses. And I was like, oh my gosh, all these people are getting these roses. Well, then at the very end of the funeral, the wife had asked me, she said, I want you to pick any plant that you want. Well, by this point, all of the yellow roses were gone, and I wasn't even sure which plant it was because it had been completely picked over. There was only 2 plants to pick from, and I just picked one and had my husband go put it in the car. A few days later, I was sitting at my table in my kitchen where the plant was just kind of across the room, and out of the corner of my eye I saw this yellow rose, and I looked over at the plant and I saw this yellow rose sticking up out of the plant, and I remember thinking to myself, there is no way that I did not notice that there was a yellow rose inside of this plant, and there is no way that it's been sitting here for 2 days with that yellow rose sticking out of it, just so bright, vibrant, and beautiful. So be as it may, believe me or not, there was a yellow rose there, and I remember just started weeping. I just started weeping, and it was like the Heavenly Father just reminded me, I know your every thoughts, and I know your every desires, even the ones that you do not speak. So that is one of the many moments that God has blessed me and just showed me that He is there, that He does care, and that He cares about every thought and every desire that we have. So if you are someone who has thought about God and thought about relationship, but you're not quite sure how to achieve that, it's so simple. Just ask Him. Just ask Him, and He will begin to show you personally what that looks like in your life and what it looks like for Him to love on you.
Brand new street and brand new me, side by friends I need. Don't you tell me that you're in town, I already know, couple days ago. Hey, now that our names are written in stone, let's be honest, sounds like home. Still I'm here alone and I'm calling your phone. I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could dream about somebody else. I wish I could talk when the silence so loud. I wish, oh I wish. I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could do something that will make sense. I wish I would know what you're thinking about. I wish I could wipe my own memory out. Saw you now. Dreams might turn
So if you guys have been following me for a while, you can see that clearly my husband has still not grouted this floor. I am praying and hoping that he will do it very soon. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there was a large mirror that was in my kitchen that is now no longer here because it fell off the wall. Somehow or another, it miraculously did not break, but the back piece broke off and busted the wire. It was random. It just fell off the wall and I heard a big crash. So my husband's gonna fix that too. You guys, what does your guys' honey-do list look like? Because my poor husband, that's all I have to say. So random, but I keep finding all these little pebble rocks. We actually have these pebble rocks out in our back walkway and our front walkway. So they are constantly getting tracked in on people's feet, and this vacuum is like, no thank you. I don't like those.
I would die if I saw you now. Dreams might turn into something real. Don't you give me that look, take a bow, already know. Now you gotta go. Hey, now that our names are written in stone, let's be honest, sounds like home. Still I'm here alone and I'm calling your phone. I wish I could write my own memory out. I wish I could dream about somebody else. I wish I could talk when the silence so loud. I wish, oh I wish I could write my own memory out. I wish I could do something that will make sense. I wish I would.
So we are nearing the end of this video, and this is what it looks like for me daily. I just come in here and pick everything up, wipe everything down, kind of straighten everything up. It is so amazing to me how every day this house can look so bad, but just going through daily and doing a little bit of pickup and wipe down and a little vacuum goes a long, long ways. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to this channel, I hope that you will do so, because there is plenty of videos just like this one on this channel that you are going to absolutely love. And until next time, you guys, we will see you on the next one.